Welcome in. I'm Prim Siripipat. Joining me right now, Howie Schwab, to break down the men's draw for the 2012 French Open. So the first thing we want to look at are where the big three place. Novak Djokovic earned the #1 seed, then Rafael Nadal at #2, and then Roger Federer at 3. So this was a bit of a surprise. So what will happen is Joker could possibly face Roger Federer in the semifinals, which would be a rematch of last year. Your thoughts on that?
I'll tell you what. Djokovic, being the #1 seed, did not get a bargain at all. When you look at his draw, with the possibility of playing Jurgen Melzer in the third round, playing Verdasco in the round of 16, and Verdasco beat Nadal in Madrid, so that's a dangerous match. Possibly playing Tsonga, who'd be the favorite in terms of the French fans, and then Federer, before even getting to Nadal in a final possibly. That's a really tough draw for Djokovic. And then Federer, he got a tough draw in terms of David Nalbandian, a potential matchup in the second round, is not a cakewalk either. To me, Nadal got a big break. His draw, not that tough. Juan Monaco may be the toughest opponent leading through the first 4 rounds or so. I think Nadal will breeze through to the final.
A bit of a surprise. Of course, Rafa looking for his 7th French Open title, looking to surpass Bjorn Borg for most French Open titles in the Open era. It is a bit of a surprise. Do you think that he earned the #2 seed? Because most of the times the tournament directors and officials will look at their past pertaining on that surface and also at the tournament.
Given Nadal's history, winning 6 of the last 7 years, and the only guy who beat him, Robin Soderling, is not there this year. I think Nadal, you could argue very surely that he could have been the #1 seed. However,
it worked out for him.
However, this actually was a better draw being the #2 seed than being the #1 seed, as it worked out.
Now let's look at the rest of the field, specifically talking about the Americans. Not typically a tournament that they have done well at. So your thoughts on the Americans and the placement in their draw?
I'll tell you what, Americans on clay have always struggled at the French, at least in recent years, and no bargain here either. When you look at Andy Roddick, okay, the way he's played coming off injury, not doing very well. At least his draw is not that bad for a first round. Nicolas Mahut has only won 1 match at the French Open in the last 9 years. So maybe Andy could sneak through 1 round. I don't see him going that far, though. John Isner's the one American who could do well. His draw is not that bad. But when you look at James Blake, drew Mikhail Yuzny, which could be a classic rematch. They met in Davis Cup several years ago in a great match when the U.S. won the Davis Cup. Maybe they can turn back the clock. But
right.
Ryan Harrison, tough drawer. Gilles Simon. Sam Querrey drew Tipsarevic. Very, very tough. I don't see the Americans going very far at all in the French Open, again, sadly.
Well, the spotlight is definitely on Joker, who is looking to become the first man in 43 years since Rod Laver to win 4 consecutive majors. And then, of course, Rafa looking for his 7th French Open title. Your prediction?
I have to like Rafa.
Yeah.
I mean, he's dominated on this surface, as I said, 6 out of 7 years. Bottom line is this. It's his surface. It's his tournament. I think he wins.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people would agree with you. For all the updates and news and scores from the French Open, keep it right here at ESPN.com. For Howie Schwab, I'm Prim Siripipat.